One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. Rice. Get off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who makes a grab and room to run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Gilbert. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing, Carr. He lets it fly. Leaping grab for... Defense step taken in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
So Rice's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. This time he wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Rice rushes to the line. Might be calling a hot route. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The running back has it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Motion from the wideout. Here's Carr to throw. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on. So obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
So first down here as they go back to work. Play action. Carr. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Carr on play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilbert. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough. First and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. On the run, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, getting points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run inside. It's Williams. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Carr makes the catch. They will score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Rice will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Trying to save time on defense, they used their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive under. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in a second.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Carr. Complete to Williams over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was...
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This time he's got it. That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Texas A&M on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half they have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Rice rushes to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete, and the... makes a stop and gets the football back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
There he goes. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Graham. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers, and the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Rice rushes to the line. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Play fake. Carr. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
There's some room. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Play action, C.J. Carr. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Quarterback may change this route. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Looking to throw again. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Might be changing the route. Now from inside the red zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense might bring the house here. Running inside. It's Mobley. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Brown will throw it. Punts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Rice rushes to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets the first down. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Barres. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down at the 36. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Got a little grass. Still on his feet. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Rice rushes to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Brown will throw it. Finds his big tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. They're
snags it, and there's running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch them with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.